pressury feel to the mid-morning in the greater Marysville metropolitan area in the great state of Michigan, right? This is Vincenzo'S Go Crypto Investing, where you like, subscribe, and share for that one-of-a-kind. That's right. Company made. Oh, that's right. Probability-based trading alert, technical analysis, and price predicting and trading alerts, right? You can hear the rain in the background as we have a strengthening low pressure system that is now well formed and moving in to our south-southeast, to our north-northeast, and crossing on into Canada, east of the Canadian-US divide. Puts us on the west and north side of the storm, on the heavy rain side, seeing as it's only mid-fall right now, and not, or early fall, and not mid to late fall, where this would have been a pretty big snowstorm in the greater Detroit metropolitan area. But nonetheless, it's a big rainstorm, about an inch to inch and a half to 2 inches so far where I'm at. More down by the compound of Vincenzo'S Gold Crypto Investing in the greater Roseville area, right? We got a north-northeast wind gusting to about 25. Going to gust to 40 later on as the storm strengthens and gets closer, right? We can see here, we are in the logarithmic. And where did somebody, one of my beautiful subscribers, as I check my phone, gave me a little bit of advice on what to do here. Come on. Fucking shit. And they said, oh my god, this is why I need to just pay for that to get that to stop. Oh, double click, or the auto. Toggle, hide, what is toggle? Don't know what the fuck that is. Great. I gotta figure out how to get the fuck out of that. Leave. I don't know how to get out of that. So we'll just use the double click till we figure it out. Great. I've lost everything. Oh, come on. How do I get out of that? Alright. So we'll go back to the Bitcoin. We'll figure that shit out later on my own time, right? So what we got going on here, as you can see, yesterday we were talking about the Bitcoin. It's always the Bitcoin. And we got that right shoulder developing here in our head and shoulders topping reversal pattern that we diagnosed, sniffed out, and detected for you, and subverted and overted. And we got this purple support box that we told you we're going to have to come down to. And it's going to be all up to, can we establish with our industry exclusive wavy line price predictor, when we get into this support box, can we fight our way back out of it and then trade our way back up, right? Or do we come in here and get shunt all the way down and get forced into this green ultimate support box? Because if you break that green support box, we know we got a long way down in Bitcoin, right? With our beautiful new screen here that I got for you. Get off there. Nobody cares about your fucking law firm. But that's what we got going on there in the old Bitcoin, right? You can see that in the bigger time frame. A little bit easier to look at. I gotta remember to get that off. Go to our industry exclusive crosshairs. You can see we diagnosed and sniffed out and detected that for you up there. You can see we had this big rising wedge up here, and that's how we sniffed out when Vincenzo started making videos in here and was telling everybody this price was going to roll over on itself as soon as you broke that key uptrending support, and it did. Then we straddled this, and we can show you what we were in here. We had a nice falling channel that broke to the upside, because these are often reversal patterns. No matter what way they're going, or we can just use that white line for the bottom. No matter what way they're going, they're reversal patterns eventually, and you can see this broke up to the upside, right? This is a phenomenal move. And now we got that head and shoulders topping reversal pattern, right? And that's why we think we're coming down, and we are, and we've been coming down. And Vincenzo's got a big crash forecasted for November, and the players are on the field. And I do believe by November, where's November at? Right here, November 12th. I do believe we're going to be down here. I think we're going to be way down here. I think we're going to have a big flush, like I've been telegraphing, The next 6 to 8 weeks as we work into November, we're going to trade into this range between that blue and green support box and fighting on either side of them. And then I think right around the beginning to mid-November, we have that big flush. That's a big flash crash, and it's a big crash. I mean, look how big of a drop that is. It's a humongous drop, and I think that's where we're going to be going from about 28,000, right, all the way down to, as we clone. No, that's the wrong one. I want to clone that. Come on. Oh, so you won't clone it, but you'll fucking delete it. But I think we're going to be coming all the way down from that 28,000 area. I think we're going to have that huge crash in November. All the way down to $14,000, right? It's going to be a big crash. It's going to catch a lot of people off guard, and you need to sidestep, subvert, and overt the criminal gangster cartel VSD, Ohio State University, brother, that has infiltrated the trading market and has taken over the world's reserve currency in the U.S. federal government in order to knock down, manipulate, and beat the retail trader, right, into a state of submission. And now we see our I'm going to get rich box is farther and farther away. In the Doge, I accidentally deleted my I'm going to get rich box, or get my shit together zone, or last line of defense, which is right here. And we've been in this box for a while, and we know that box is orange, so we're going to make it orange, right? And there it is. And then we're going to lock it so I don't delete it this time. You can see now we're trading to the lower half of this get my shit together box, and we are in a falling channel. And we diagnosed this out for you last night in an industry exclusive, super simple and easy way to trade this market, right? As we work our way into the hour time frame. Zoom back in, right? And you can see we told you last night with our industry exclusive drawing tool, we were down here. We said we were going to pump up, then you probably come back down. And if you wanted to trade this, you buy support, you sell resistance until the pattern changes, right? And right now, the pattern's trying to reload to break to the upside. But if it can't, it's going to fall back down and start trading within this pattern again with our industry exclusive wavy line price predicting trading tool, right? And that's a falling channel. So the targeted move out of a falling channel is simply just from the top of the mouth to the base of the pattern. Fucking arrows in the way. Fucking trading view. To the top, to the base. And then you'd bring it to the point of a potential breakout, and you would see that would clear you down below that much bigger rising wedge that we're in. We're going to change this to make it a better color. You can see, make that a little bit bigger too. We are in a much bigger overall rising channel, even though in the smaller time frame we're isolating on that smaller rising or falling channel. But here's your bigger falling wedge, where your upper resistance is up there. All right, descending, your lower support. I like to take these like this, right? I only moved it out there yesterday because I could already pre-hear the emails. What about the wicks, Vincenzo? Yeah, well, we're not worrying about the wicks. We're worrying about the candle body, so it helps narrow and tighten down the range so we can see what's going on. And then that would make sense how you got that other falling channel down there, right, that we're in right now. See that? But I like to use it like that. But just for the audience, it's easier for them to just view it like this, right? Because then they can see the full body candle. So that's how we're going to leave it. Whatever is easier for the audience. I hear you in my email. So that's how we're going to do things. And this is our big pattern that we're in now. So we're going to want it much bigger to bring it out into the picture. And then this is major overhead resistance right now. So we'll bring that out, right? Keep dragging that out. And then if you can ever kick out of this, you can trade back up, which I think eventually you will. You could trade back up into this falling wedge, right? Or if you do it sooner, you come in and then you can trade back up and maybe retest the upper part of this falling channel, right? We'll put a little price note there. possible retest on breakout. There you go. 0.29.69. See that? Possible retest on the breakout. And then we'll put another one down here. Critical support is at, critical support would be at the 19-cent level, 0.19.69 cents. See that? Beautiful. That's what we got going on in the Bitcoin. That's what we got going on in the DOGECOIN. I think we're going to be fighting in this channel. Your upside target on a retest is 29 cents, right? Which would be or 22 cents, not 29 cents. I don't know what I'm writing there. Let's go back in there and fix that. Settings, 22 cents in this upper triangle. And that's what we're going to be watching for the next couple of days, right? On the old Bitcoin. And then we can come in here and we can go to Google. Oh, because I'm on my work shit. Their shit's all fucked up. The way they do shit. Fucking A. Google. Crypto. Crypto market cap. We'll check out the quick crypto coin market cap, right? You can see right now we got the Bitcoin. Obviously, the market cap just drops as the price drops, and the market cap rises as the price rises. That's why old Vincenzo doesn't look at the market cap that often, right? And you can see the coins are crashing. And then real quick, we're going to do a dual video here. We're only at 12 minutes long, so we got a couple of more minutes. We're going to do a dual purpose video. God, this thing is so stupid. National Weather Service. We're going to take a quick look at the storm that we got going on here. You can see we just had another batch of very heavy rain move through. I like how they redid this radar. It's actually really nice. It's their first, they did their first major upgrade. If you're not familiar with the National Weather Service products, they did their first major upgrade on the radar. I haven't really fucked with it that much in 35 years, and it was a phenomenal upgrade. And they give you all different kinds of looks, and you got to find the one you want. Super reflectivity, no. Dual, we don't need precip types because it's all rain. Composite, no. For one, we need the National Weather Service. High resolution, that should be the good one. That'll be a little complicated for you guys to understand. We'll look at the 1 hour precipitation, a little bit of rain, not that much. So you can see the heavier rain now has moved out, and you can see from Sarnia, Lemingham to Chatham to Sarnia, with the dark yellows in there. That's the heavy rain that moved, that pivoted from the southeast, southwest to the northeast through Adrian, Jackson, Ann Arbor, Livonia, Farmington Hills, and Waterford early this morning in the mid-morning. And now the mid to late morning, it's moved northeast out into east of Flint, Midland, on up into the Thumb, Port Austin, Port Sanilac, Lexington, down into Port Huron, Marysville, St. Clair, where I'm at right now. It's raining pretty good, and that's going to move out to the north-northeast. And then there's going to be more rain out to the west, right? As we go into the more, let's go find the national radar. That's the local radar. Fuck, they've switched all this. So I don't usually use their radar. Regional radar, that's what we want. No, I don't want to give feedback, so let me use the fucking radar. Oh, there we go. So you can see this is the batch that we just looked at, showing the pockets of heavier rain. Now this is the surface low now getting its act together. That's going to pivot a little bit more to the west, and it's just southwest, the surface low of Indianapolis, and it's going to track northeast through Indianapolis, north of north of Cincinnati and Columbus, and then northwestern Indiana, northeastern Indiana, northwestern Ohio, and on up into the Detroit, straight into the Sarnia and out into Canada, the surface low. And it's going to put another band of heavy rain through these same areas that already picked up 1 to 3 inches of rain in northern Indiana, Ohio, and southern and eastern Michigan, right? And we're going to get another 1 or 2 inches of rain in the next 24 hours. So it's going to be a very rainy day, very rainy night. You can see all the winter, look at that, even some winter storm watches out there in Wyoming as they're having their first significant snowstorm out into the west. As we told you in our preliminary winter forecast, we expect a wet Pacific Northwest, Seattle, Portland, and Vancouver, and on up in the Western Canada. And it's already starting now as that big drought starting to flip and reverse, and we're starting to get wet weather and above normal precipitation the next 10 or 15 days. Should sufficiently cut down the wildfires and help out there immensely as you get on to a very rainy in the valleys and very snowy out in the mountains, out into the interior, Oregon and Washington, out into Idaho. A very snowy winter on forecast by Michigan forecast gold standard, right? Winter forecast is very snowy, and a very snowy winter around the Great Lakes metropolitan area too, in a warm south, Atlanta, Memphis, Oklahoma, Dallas. Austin looks to be very mild this year, unlike last year, but you can see you got some winter storm warnings out in watches out in Wyoming, or warnings actually out in Wyoming, just northeast of Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City, you're a couple more weeks away before your first significant snowfall on average, right? We'll go check out a computer model real quick before I let you go. We'll look at what we like to use as we get into the storms, the high resolution, spit it out, Vincenzo, the high resolution rapid refresh does a pretty good job as the storms are on the playing field. And we go on into the 1 hour. Actually, we'll go here. We'll go to the states. And we'll zoom into the great state of Michigan, right? And you can see at 1900, we'll go 3 p.m. today. You can see there's still heavy rain on the east side. US 23 stretching from west of Flint, or west of Toledo, straight up to Flint, and east and northeast, especially St. Clair, Macomb, Wayne, Lenawee, Washtenaw, Livingston, Genesee, and Lapeer counties, Sanilac. A lot of rain today. As we move into 6 p.m., even more rain as the batch from the south that we just looked at starts working its way northeast. As we get to the 9 p.m. hour, we get a little bit of a break. The 3 p.m. hour tomorrow, or today, some more rain. 6 p.m. rain. Oh, we need to just go to the previous one. That's what it did. 11 p.m. you can see the break continues. 2 a.m. another batch of rain moves in, but this is with the surface low. And it's a little bit more to the northwest, and you can see the surface low is tracking right here. This one's got it just east of the area, so that's going to put the heaviest rain, usually about 100 miles back to the west and northwest of the surface low, and that's going to bring the heaviest rain overnight tonight and towards tomorrow morning's rush hour on the west side of the metro area, and on just to the east of the Lansing and Grand Rapids area, out in the Hillsdale, the greater Lansing metropolitan area, right, Fowlerville. All these central lower Michigan, right, are going to be impacted by this. The counties out in here, Ann Arbor, right, that'll be the heaviest rain as the storm pivots, like we showed you, right over Detroit, and then moves on into Canada, right, and you can see how the heaviest precip with that is always just to the northwest. So if this was the winter time, the first storm today would have been a great hit, and tomorrow would have been snow changing the rain back to snow if this was the winter time. And then you can see the storm pulls out, and the backlash rain showers work its way through as we work into Friday morning's rush, and then we dry out and just deal with the flooding. We also have some windy conditions that we were telling you about we can see our 10-meter wind gust. We need miles per hour though. 10-meter wind gust, you can see 40 miles an hour right now, 30 to 40 miles an hour. Going into tonight, 2 p.m. this afternoon, maybe up to 50 miles an hour. And then as we work into 8 p.m. tonight, 50 miles an hour is our maximum sustained wind gust, is what it looks like for the storm. And that looks to come in mid-late afternoon today as we work our way into sunset in the greater Detroit metropolitan area. Like, subscribe, and share to Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing. Also, VGCI News and Weather Authority, my Facebook page, Michigan Snow Forecast Gold Standard. Check that out. Like, subscribe, and share. We look forward to this exciting winter. Dual audience, winter storm tracking, and the gold crypto investing. Peace and love to my beautiful audience.